trying to pull us off the road, yeah. You don't succeed by giving up, that's one thing I know. And I'm sorry that you got sick, that I wasn't there. And if I acted like a dick, it didn't mean I didn't care. And I've been chasing dreams in magazines the last 10 years. And the way you treat your mother's up to you, yeah. But it can't feel all that good to be so angry. I guess I learned that too. And Jessica, she's afraid that she won't find love. She says that she's never home. And just last night I swear I heard her say, she said, what if I die alone? And this broken-hearted attitude, you know it fits right in. It's a movie about all of us that's waiting to begin, yeah. And I've been chasing dreams in magazines for the last 10 years. And the way that you treat your lovers up to you, but I can't feel all that good to be so jealous. I guess I learned that too. And it will change in time. It will feel more, it will feel more alive. Because protection is like a wheel, and the way you sometimes feel can make you think that you might even be the worst person you'll ever meet. But it's alright, we got each other. We got each other, 'cause we got each other. And I've been chasing dreams in magazines the last 10 years. And the way that you treat each other's up to you, yeah. And it can't feel all that good to feel so scared. I guess I learned that too. I guess I learned that. And why am I so angry? I guess I learned that. And why am I so sad? Yeah. I guess I learned that. And why am I so contagious? I guess I learned that. And why is it so good when I feel bad? Yeah. I guess I learned that too, yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I learned that too. Break it down. So there's 3 choruses to this song, and each of them is a lesson that I've learned. And the first lesson was that it can't feel good to be so angry. And it's not like walking around hitting people or anything, because when you're 145 pounds, you don't hit anything, you know? It's just like, you know, you get hit sometimes, but you don't hit, you know? It's more just like, sometimes people don't do what you want them to do. I mean, I think it's amazing how pissed you can get at like a clerk because you're like, what an idiot. And it's like, the guy's a clerk, you know? You gotta deal with shit for 10 hours a day, and it's just like, not everybody does what you want them to do. So, you know, for me that was a big lesson, you know, because it's like, especially like someone like my sister or something would just, she'd always be like, she would ask me a question, and then I would, it would kind of be like, no, what do you really think? I'd be like, well, yeah, no, yeah, I was kind of pissed at you then. And she'd be like, I knew it. You know, it's just like, shit. You can't expect too much out of people. So, you know, because everybody's got to live their own life. And if they upset you, you know, that's, I'm not being as clear as I wish I was. But let's move on to the second chorus, because I think I can articulate that point better. It can't feel all that good to be so jealous. I'm also painting a delightfully dickhead picture of myself, which isn't really what I was trying to do, but it's the theme of this particular show, so let's go with it, you know? It can't feel all that good to be so jealous was, you know, I've been with the same girl since I was 15, and a lot of what that involved was growing up. And, you know, in the beginning we went to college, and it was always, well, what did you wear at the party? You know, like, oh, and I know that I'm not the only guy who kind of has acted that way. I know I'm not the only guy who's ever acted jealous, but it's such a petty emotion when it comes down to it, because it's so not appealing, in my experience, to any girl. I mean, if a girl says, hey, you know what, I wore a thong and, you know, booby tassels to the party, it's like, well, shit, I wish I was there, you know? I mean, because that sounds sexy, you know? I mean, that's the way you gotta be. And I've been trying to tell my brother's 18 now, and he just, you know, it's a mess. He's like, no, man, but it's bullshit. She's like hanging out with this guy. I was like, dude, if she's the kind of girl's gonna leave you, then just let her go, you know? You just gotta trust. No jealousy, little brother. Nah, Kyle's the least jealous guy I know. He's just like, he doesn't care. But and then the last verse is the sort of the recent lesson, which is it can't feel all that good to be so scared, you know. And it's just like you're never gonna please everybody, you know. So I wrote this verse because I used to go out on stage every night and think I had to win everybody over and be so freaking like, hey, you know. It's just like, you know, I assume that people would be like, dude, that dude's a dick, because you know, whatever. Now I try to go out and assume everybody's gonna like me until I give you a reason to think I'm a dick, you know, and that's and sometimes I do, you know, but that's okay. You don't want to be afraid of the way you live your life. And I'm not saying any of you are. I'm just sort of talking about my experience and explaining this particular song. So those are the 3 choruses, and those are some of the lessons I've learned. Not to make it a meeting, but what have you learned?
Oh man, well, I tore my ACL on the second day of the tour that we had before, and then I had knee surgery 2.5 weeks ago. And the thing that I learned the most is that I'm probably the luckiest person in the world to have the friends that I have in this band.
Oops.
I learned that on the second day of tour, when Kit tore his ACL, that I'm not a very good dancer. And no matter how hard I try, I will never be like the goose. And that's it.
So the only boots.
We like that. That's good.
Yeah, let's go. There's so many things I've learned. There's just so many things I've learned from my friends. Yes. There's so many things I've learned. I know no one wants to feel, no one has to feel so bad. Yeah, play piano, I know no one has to feel so bad. Thank you for that. We're gonna do one last song. I know that they got to turn over the room. Thanks to Tin Angel for having us. I just want to give one last shout out to my friends over at Hollister. I love them and they love me. This is for them.